celebration of Asian Heritage Month, we're shining a spotlight on a category that our next guest says is highly underrated, but not for long. I'm talking about Asian spirits.
Yeah, she's gonna take us through some of her favorites and show us how they make the perfect base for some seriously delicious cocktails. Please welcome drink expert Evelyn Chick back to the show. Good to see you, Evelyn.
Hey, good to see you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Evelyn, let's start with a spirit that I think is more familiar, at least to me, which is sake.
Yes.
And before we kick it into a cocktail, tell us a little more about it.
I love sake, drinking it cold with some sushi, super delicious. So the sake base is actually made from rice, a little bit of koji, wheat, and water. Very simple, it's a fermentation. The sake is brewed, and it's got a few different, like, really beautiful notes to it, a little bit lower alcohol by volume, great in a cocktail.
Love this. So what is a sake-based cocktail that we're gonna make?
So I did a take on a traditional South Side cocktail. So South Side is typically with gin, a little bit of sweetener, some citrus and mint. We're doing it with sake with some florality to it. So we're gonna go right in there.
Okay, let's
we're
do
gonna
it.
go 2 ounces of a junmai ginjo sake. So we're gonna pour it right into your shaker
Smells
tin.
so fresh.
It
Smells
smells
good.
super fresh. And then a little bit of rich syrup. So that's a 2-to-1 sugar water syrup. Very
Gotcha.
simple.
Goes
and
in the
then
whole thing, right?
the whole thing, yep. And then some lime juice as well.
Ooh.
Next thing we're gonna do is add some mint. So just take a couple leaves, throw it in the shaker tin as well.
Okay. I'm gonna do
And
a
then
lot.
we're gonna put the small tin over the large, give it a love tap, yeah, ain't hurt nobody, great. And then give it a shake.
We got this.
We got this, delicious. Okay,
Okay.
so we're gonna strain it out into this nice cocktail
This is the
coupe
part
there.
I always
got
have.
it.
Thank
you
you.
know what? We're all, this is an Asian
Okay,
Heritage
wait.
Month. We're celebrating community. Okay,
Wait,
so we're
it's-
gonna put the coil down.
Coil down.
Yeah, onto the large tin. Oh,
Yep.
and then we're gonna strain it over here. Oh, no, look, we're gonna
Oh,
do this.
look at me,
Yeah,
I'm
there
like,
you go.
oh.
Okay, we got the first drink out. Very
Can you
good.
tell me-
Wow,
Very
look at
good.
us.
Look at that.
Now we get to try it.
We're gonna love it because it's gonna be fresh, delicious, kind of
Cheers,
like
my
a
dear.
daiquiri.
All right,
kind
so
of like
Evelyn, what makes a good
gimlet.
sake?
Okay, so sake is all about having how the rice is
Ooh,
polished.
okay.
So in the middle of the rice grain, if you look in a microscope, it's this beautiful sweetness to it. So after fermentation, the sake is really good when you know the grade of the rice and also the grade of the water.
Oh, very interesting.
very good.
This is absolutely wonderful. This
good.
is the drink of summer, if you ask
Yes.
me. But tell me, this is cold sake, obviously.
Yes.
When do you drink it warm?
So we typically do warm sake when it's cold outside, when the sake is a little lower grade or something that's a little bit more robust. I wouldn't throw, say, a junmai ginjo in a heater and make it warm, something that you want to enjoy with food.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on. Let's head to Korea next and try some soju. Give us
Yeah.
a little background on soju, right?
So, who loves Korean barbecue out there? I
Yes.
do. So
Me too.
good. So soju is actually a spirit that's distilled from neutral grains.
Okay.
So you can do rice, you can do sweet potato, barley, wheat, etc. This is actually an apple soju, which gives it a little bit more flavoring to it, a little bit lower ABV. So really delicious. Yes.
All right, so you prepared a soju cocktail
Yes.
for us. What's in it, darling?
Very simple. I call it a Seoul Collins. So this is actually a typical Tom Collins style drink, but it is just with a green apple soju, a little bit of sugar syrup, a little bit of citrus, same recipe as the first
good
one,
too.
topped with a soda.
Oh my goodness. You know
So
what I love?
fresh.
They're so fresh. None of them are too sweet.
Yes.
They're just vibrant and
Yes.
spring-like.
And I wanted to show you kind of how we switch out a base spirit to an Asian spirit, and the flavors are phenomenal.
Well, let's move to China now, not literally, figuratively, and talk about a spirit called baijiu. Tell us about it.
So baijiu, I think, is extremely underrated. It's typically made with sorghum, so it's got a lot of
Sorghum?
yes,
Okay,
sorghum.
okay. Sorghum.
So there's a lot of like really interesting flavors to a baijiu. So it could go from like floral to earthy to a little bit funky to a little bit skunky almost, but like
wow!
we like it. Like we
Okay.
like a little twist in a Collins. So if you smell it,
Yeah.
it's very, very interesting. This first one right here
Can
on
I
the
try it on
right.
its own real
Oh, not
quick?
this one. No, this,
Are you gonna
this
do
guy
the
right
own?
here.
You're gonna do the
no,
shot?
No, this one,
Oh,
this one,
this
this
one.
one.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
this
that's
one.
it.
It's,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah,
one
sorry,
on the
I
right.
was
It's the
trying
one
to-
on the right. This one right here.
It's this one.
Yeah, there you go.
Gosh.
Oh, she's like, oh my goodness.
This is like grappa.
Yeah, it's got a really kind of earthy like tone to it.
Let's
You
get
know,
to the...
we won't do it like
No, I'm
just
at
on
work.
its own.
I'm not- no, no,
let's
I
Let's
make
make
can't.
this cocktail. Let's
Okay,
do it.
okay.
So I did a take on a traditional Moscow Mule. So
Ooh,
it's
love
gonna
it.
really showcase the spirit. So we're
Okay.
gonna pour 1.5 ounces of that in a Collins glass, and we're building this in the glass
Love
here.
this.
We're again gonna throw some sugar because baijiu is actually normally a little bit higher alcohol by volume. It can go up to 50%.
Tastes
so you
like
wanna
it. Okay.
make sure to Mix it with a long drink if you are doing a cocktail, so some citrus juice, and we're gonna top it with ginger beer.
Ooh!
There
I love
you
ginger beer.
go. And then what we're gonna do is just to take your bar spoon and you're just gonna do like a quick
a
little whirl.
yeah. Just get that
little
going.
whirl
Mix it up a
over there,
little
mix it up a bit.
All right.
And then we're gonna garnish it with this like cute little ginger candy.
Oh my God, she's so cute!
Look at that. Cheers. It's so pretty, I don't even want to drink it.
Okay,
Okay, let me.
it's so good, right?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes. It's got some like melon notes to it. It's got a little bit of florality.
I love that.
That's got a little something in it.
There's something in there.
There's a little something in there. Put some hair on your chest. All right, so we're gonna move on to Japan for our final spirit. So tell us about shochu.
Yes, so sochu, different than soju, similar kind of process where it starts off as a fermentation of rice grains.
Okay.
So sake is fermented, sochu is typically distilled.
Interesting,
Yes.
okay.
So this is about 20% ABV, so it's, again, a little lower alcohol, and this is actually distilled with some Japanese dates and shiso.
Oh, cool.
Yes, it's got some really beautiful aromas. So we did a cocktail over here that showcases the sochu in a very like lovely, delicate
Okay,
way.
so let's dive into that shochu cocktail.
Yes.
What's in it, darling?
So it's called a Negroni Amaretto.
Okay.
I know,
love
variation
that
of a Negroni,
name.
thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Amaretto means like a nice fresh rainfall.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, that is nice.
Oh my God.
That is
it's so
smooth.
soft, so beautiful.
What is the peach gentian?
Yes, so instead of say a red bitter liqueur, I used a white bitter liqueur called a gentian liqueur. It's actually a local company, and I infused it with some fresh peaches.
Oh my
Yeah, so it's really just an
gosh.
equal parts of the shochu,
Yeah.
peach gentian, a mixture of a blanco, which is a white vermouth, and some sherry.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Everything's
This
incredible.
was
Thanks, Evelyn.
incredibly interesting.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
So in recent years, fermented foods and beverages have seen a huge rise in popularity, taking over the culinary scene. And if you love kombucha, there are many other fermented drinks to explore and try making yourself at home.
And our next guest says it's not as complicated as you may think. Here to break it down, the basics of fermenting is drink expert Evelyn Chick. Welcome back to the show. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
All right, so we got a lot of great stuff on the table, but
Yes.
first let's break down what exactly is fermentation.
So fermentation is a natural metabolic process in which good bacteria and yeast breaks down sugar to create acids or alcohols. So fermentation is everywhere. Without fermentation, you won't have wine, you won't have sourdough, you won't have spirits, you won't have miso, you won't have soy.
So we love fermentation,
We
is what
love
you're saying.
fermentation.
Okay.
Let's
Gotcha.
go. Yeah.
Okay. I think a lot of people are hesitant to try fermenting at home.
Yeah.
So what are the things that we should consider before we want to try it?
So it's actually 4 very key points. Number 1 is cleanliness, because fermenting involves a lot of like yeast and bacteria, so everything needs to be clean. Make sure you're temperature controlled. So fermentation usually happens between like 22 to 25 degrees. So room temp, perfect. Fermentation takes time. It doesn't just happen right away. You can speed it up with commercial yeast, but for the purpose of today, time is of the essence, and also a lot of care. So good quality ingredients, and then you should be good to go.
All right, so you say time, but how much time? How long usually? on average?
I would say in terms of fermentation, like 3 to 5 days, not
Oh,
like
okay.
months.
Okay,
yeah,
that's not
if you want to
bad.
do something a little bit longer, like if you want to really ferment a kimchi, it might be like a couple weeks. So
Okay.
yeah, nothing
Okay.
crazy for drinks.
All right, so Evelyn, there are different methods of fermentation. So
Right.
you're going to break down the wild fermentation. What is that?
So wild fermentation means you don't use any sort of commercial yeast. It just comes from natural bacteria and yeast from the ingredients.
Okay.
Yes. So we're going to start off with the first one, which is tepache. So it's a Mexican drink that is actually really low waste and lovely, and it's got like a really nice depth of flavor. So tepache is essentially fermented pineapple skins with a little bit of with a little bit of water, sugar, and I threw some spices in there. So cloves, cinnamon, and it's like such a delight.
Okay.
So the first little taster you can taste as a tepache on its own. So we let this ferment for 3 to 5 days. As you can see, there's some bubbling happening. So that's the process of fermentation, where acids, flavors develop, and a little bit of effervescence as well.
Okay, we're going to take a little
We're
sip.
gonna take a little- we
We
obviously can drink the tepache on its own.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't it be funny if she was like, no, don't drink it?
No, you can absolutely do that.
I didn't know that you could do it with just cheesecloth
that's
over
good.
top.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
so
it's got a
much
bit of a
flavor
bite.
in one,
I
right?
like that.
I
Do you
like
like
it too. I love it. I love
really
it.
like that. Okay, so
Yeah.
why is tepache something you love to use in cocktails?
So non-alc and low-alc drinks are so popular right now, and tepache is a great lengthener. It adds texture, it adds like a lot of depth of flavor. So I did a really simple 2-ingredient cocktail with seed-lipped nota de agave. It's a non-alcoholic kind of spear it with like prickly pear.
Oh, that is
yeah,
good.
a little bit of pepper. So that goes really well, the earthiness
Right?
of tapache.
That is good.
2 ingredients, super easy.
I am obsessed with this. Like,
Right?
and also, if you're doing a dry January, or you're just not
Yeah.
into booze, this has that kind of boozy flavor without being booze.
Right.
So good. Oh my
really
gosh.
good.
Real depth of flavor.
Okay, so next up, you've made your own ginger beer.
Yes.
By creating what's called a ginger bug. Sounds weird, but tell us what that is.
So ginger bug isn't actually bud, it's just a starter culture. So it's kind of like feeding a sourdough starter. Has anyone done the sourdough during the pandemic? I did a lot of that,
No.
like making of the sourdough.
Okay.
So you start with a grated ginger, a little bit of sugar and water, and then you kind of feed it a teaspoon of ginger and sugar every day for about 7 days, and that's your starter culture.
Okay.
So next thing you do is you make your ginger beer.
And how do you brew the ginger beer then?
So ginger beer is the same ingredients, so sugar, water, ginger, and it's just different proportions, and I think you can scan the QR code to figure out the recipe. You add the ginger bug to it, and then it ferments. So what I love about homemade ginger beer is that it's much spicier.
Yeah, we have it at Christmas time all the time, ginger beer.
I feel like healthier immediately because it just gets you in the back of the throat. This is so good.
That is good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what cocktail have you made for us using the ginger beer?
I love a Moscow Mule, so we just did a classic Moscow Mule here with a winter wheat Grey Goose vodka, so that way it plays with the spiciness of the ginger beer. Just a little bit of lime, your homemade ginger beer, vodka, that's it. 3 ingredients.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
Listen, on a hot day with this drink,
Yes.
this is really good, y'all. You gotta try this one. All right, so for our final drink, you use the wild fermentation method as well as a fermentation starter, often called mother.
Yes, yes.
I don't know why I said it like that.
I love it, yes. Well, I love that fermentation is so much like kind of giving back, using what the earth gave us, right? So I think a mother makes a lot of sense. So first things first with the shrub, I actually took some raspberries, and this is a great way to preserve your summer fruits as well.
Okay.
And then put it in a mason jar that's sterilized. I added a little bit of sugar and just mashed it. So it becomes like a little syrup mixture. And then what I do is that you'll see in this, there's an apple cider vinegar with mother in it. So it's a microorganisms that's like good bacteria and yeast, normally in a larger form. So I just added a cup, kind of equal parts to your shrub, and let it just sit like this to ferment for another couple days.
Okay.
So what happens is that it adds a lot of like effervescence, it adds some acid to it, and now it's drinking vinegar. It's a kind of good beginning for a like probiotic soda.
Okay, I
if
love
you will.
this.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, and I feel like I should have asked this a while ago, but like literally you let it sit with, there's no hard surface. It's just the
Yes.
cheesecloth and the outside of the mason jar.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't have thought that. I would have thought you would have needed, that bad bacteria could get in there, but this is the way that you want to ferment
This is the way you want to ferment it because you're actually preventing from the like external factors to go in, but it needs the air needs to escape. Otherwise, it just explodes.
Oh!
Yes, yes.
Okay, and is it sitting on my shelf or is it sitting in the fridge?
You're sitting on the shelf for about 3 to 5 days, so you're letting the process of yeast breaking down the sugar.
You just gave me the...
Did you know? I didn't know.
know, but now we
So
know.
it's
That's
sitting
what
on
we
the
do.
shelf.
So
Okay.
that's what you do. So that's the process of fermentation that really needs that temperature from 22 to 25 degrees. And then when you want to halt fermentation, when you're like, you know what, I've got enough effervescence here, the fermentation process is done, you put it in the fridge.
Okay.
And that way it stops the fermentation because the yeast stops growing.
Great. That's when I call you and I'm going to ask you, am I done?
Yes,
okay, So
absolutely.
you've actually made a fermented berry shrub for our final drink.
Yes,
How did you make this?
So yeah, the process is essentially just crushing the berries and then adding the sugar and then adding the apple cider vinegar that's organic with mother in it. So it's got like quite a bit of acid
I
to
was
it.
like,
It's a little tangy, yes,
Just a bit, just a
but
zip.
it's like a great
You like
drink
it?
for your gut health.
It's weird. Yeah. It is so weird. It is, like I'm used to apple cider vinegar because I have it a lot of times in my
Right,
salads and things
yeah.
like that. It's a bit weird. This isn't something though that you would like your starter. You wouldn't drink on your own.
No.
And you're just having a little shot glass. You're not drinking like a full glass of this.
No,
Okay,
exactly.
So what else is in the cocktail? So you've got you've got this.
Yeah,
Gin?
so I made like a little Collins style drink, like a Tom Collins style cocktail with gin, a little bit of the berry shrub, and then just sparkling water. That's it. 3 ingredients, keeping it simple because you want the really beautiful like fermented notes to shine.
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
Evelyn, thank you so much for coming by, giving us a lesson on fermentation. This is so informative and delicious.
You've probably seen Hot Ones. This is the series where celebrities eat chicken wings and level up the heat with each bite. Today, we're swapping wings for cocktails to see how much heat we can handle.
Yes, and here to spice things up, our cocktail game is hospitality expert, Christina Vera. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me back.
Okay, so Christina, I like hot stuff and I like like a drink every once in a while. Why should we combine the two, spice and a little bit of a libation?
Yeah, so when it comes to cocktails, it's all about balance, and people often talk about sweetness or they talk about sour. The ethanol in alcohol can add a lot of bittering notes. So anything else that you do really helps. And with spice, it can add a lot of excitement. It can really wake up your palate.
Okay, well, adding spice, I feel like, is a bit more complex than just simply adding a few dashes of hot sauce to a drink. So what do we need to consider if we're gonna try this?
You need to consider the body. If you're using hot sauce, that adds other flavors too. Sometimes it adds more vinegar, sometimes it adds more mango or fruit. You need to consider the strength, and you also need to consider things like if there's carbonation, it usually makes it feel spicier.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I did not know that. All right, so we're gonna start nice and easy, right? So we have a little bit of a spice. We're gonna have a chili syrup to our first drink. Walk us through this.
Yes, so for this one, we use some of these dried chilies, so like puya, guajillo, mulata chilies. These are like more flavorful chilies, mostly in Central America and Mexico. They're not a lot of heat, so that's where we're just gonna get a little bit more of the flavor of chilies rather than like that spice.
All right, so we're starting off with a kickin' mule.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound nice and easy, Christina. So tell us what's in this drink.
All right, so the kickin' mule, we're using mezcal as our base, which will give a little bit of some of those like earthy notes to it as well. We're using Old Jamaican ginger beer, which is one of those spicier ginger beers that you can buy just at your local grocery store. A little bit of lime, and of course our chili syrup.
I'm so nervous, and y'all are watching so quietly. I'm like,
No, it's good. It's
I'm
totally
more
good.
nervous for you than I am
No,
for me.
come on. No, it's fine.
Listen, the
It's
milk
actually
is on the table for you. It's not here for me.
It's true. This is nice. It's got the ginger itself has that kind of like kick in the back of your throat, and
It's
so this
easy.
just adds. It's very easy. It's lovely.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Okay.
This is good.
Chillin',
Yeah,
we're chillin'.
this is good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna level things up a little bit with a fire tincture. So this sounds a bit intense.
Yeah.
Let us know if we should I be scared? Yeah.
So we're gonna feel this one a bit
She
more.
didn't answer
Okay,
that. She didn't answer that.
So we're using Scrappy's fire tincture, which is distilled, so it's not gonna add a lot of body or other flavor other than the chili. This is mostly habaneros, including fresh habaneros. So we're looking at the 150 to 300,000 on this Scoville. We just added a couple though, so that's what we're using to get spices from.
Okay, so you've used a tincture to make the fire martini. So tell us about this.
Yeah, so we have Belvedere, which is a bit of a richer vodka. So we're doing a vodka martini. It's a little bit wet with our Blanco vermouth. And then I added 4 dashes of the fire tincture. We're just garnishing it now with a little bit of a chili.
It's good.
Yeah.
I don't feel anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry for you. Okay.
Your olive also has a little pepper stuffed in it as well.
I see that.
Should we eat the olive?
I don't
Eat
know.
the olive. It's up to you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Because the heat hasn't hit me yet. Am I crazy?
No.
Okay, all right.
Maybe.
So we're actually gonna, you know what, I'll eat this afterwards because we're gonna turn things up another notch. All right, so what's the heat in this next drink?
All right, so we have 2 things that are heating up this next drink. We're using jerk sauce, which we infused into our whiskey. And we're also using this Nerpies, which is a local producer, gold, very hot sauce. So we're using hot sauce mostly.
All right, so you've taken a classic Canadian cocktail and spiced it up. Talk to us about the Caesar Caliente.
All right. So again, we have our jerk-infused Canadian whiskey.
Ooh, jerk.
I like to add a little bit of Jaeger to the Caesar, so it adds a bit of herbaceousness. It's a little bit of vermouth. We have clam juice, tomato juice, and again, we have the hot sauce, and we have the jerk seasoning. Lastly, there's a little bit of a spicy bean.
What's wrong with me?
So oddly, I don't think I find this one as spicy as the last one. Oh, maybe I do.
So the thing with that one is that this has a lot more fruits and different
Are you going
things
for the
in it.
milk? She's going for the milk. She poured.
I feel like a baby. Okay, so sorry. Why? What? This is.
It's fuller, so we have more texture, and the texture helps balance out the spice. So that's why it doesn't feel as spicy as something that's basically like vodka and spice, right?
Okay.
All right. So how did you infuse the whiskey with the jerk seasoning?
I just combined it and let it sit for 6 hours, and then I strained it back out.
Okay.
So you can just do it as shots.
Okay. All right.
Or you
that's a
can
good
do it as
idea.
shots.
Yeah. I can do it as shots. She can't do it as shots.
Andrea, did you bring your fan?
Yeah. It's back.
I'm kidding. Okay, we're gonna crank things up to the max. It's called an Inferno margarita. So how much much heat for real is coming our way?
So this will be the spiciest one, which I think will be a lot for you, and we'll see where you're at.
I'm still waiting for the heat. I'm okay.
But yeah, so for this one, we are using two things again. We're using another hot sauce, but instead we use this hot sauce and we infuse it into an agave syrup. And then we are also using this Disco Inferno liquid heat, and that's very similar, but even spicier. It has more bird's eye chilies and such. So think like this, but with a few other different chilies in the mix.
I'm sorry, I'm so distracted by Cynthia's face right now.
I'm in my own little world. Go on. Okay,
so those two
should we
are
try
what's
this?
next.
Oh,
Yeah.
should we take a sip?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the hottest one.
Yeah, so it's based off
Okay.
like a Tommy's margarita where you use agave, but we spice up the agave instead of just using.
Again, it seems fine to
Yeah.
begin with, and then it just kind of hits you.
I gotta talk to my doctor because I'm really like, I'm okay.
My
It
nose
tastes really
is
good, though.
running
It's-
now.
Your nose is running.
My nose is running.
I like it. You know what? It gives a full body taste because I don't drink a lot of alcohol, but I do like spicy, and maybe that's what it is. I love it.
I
So-
love it. I
so
love
the-
it. I can't imagine doing an entire night on a date. I would
Yeah.
be like,
And this Bodhi hot sauce, which is another local producer, it has a lot of fruit notes. So that's why sometimes if you have a lot of flavor, you don't focus on the heat because it feels rounder.
It feels really good. It does feel very round. All right. So, and you use Don Julio tequila. Why was that your choice?
Yeah, so I wanted to, again, like highlight some of the fruit notes, add in some like more of the florality, a little bit of a brightness, give you guys a little bit of a premium experience if you're gonna be burning out your taste buds.
okay. So is there anything else you could do with a hot sauce that is infused agave?
Yeah, so you can put it on top of pizza, similar to hot honey. You can use it in a salad dressing. You can kind of use it anywhere if you like spicy sweet.
Okay.
All right. Well, Christina, thank you so much for blowing out Cynthia's taste buds and setting our mouths on fire.
So who's ready to get in the mood? Because our next guest's new book is going to take you there.
So, Mood Drinks is the name of the book. It is a sultry collection of alcohol-free cocktails that taste as good as they look. So, joining us today, all the way from British Columbia, is author Gabriel Cabrera. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome to the
Thank
show.
you.
Gabrielle, I am all about celebrating life's little pleasures and indulgences, and I think I love this idea about something as simple as a beverage sparking joy. So can you talk about how we can use our drinks to spark our mood?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I think it's all about creating ambience and different elements that you can use, from lighting, music, the glassware that you serve your drinks in, to create that perfect mood.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so your book, which is so stunning, just the
Thanks.
photography
Thank you,
alone,
thank you.
it's divided up into 4 moods, okay? So it is chill, uplift, celebrate, and explore. So why don't we begin our journey by changing the mood here in the studio, okay? Change some lighting, some music. Why don't we begin with cue the chill ambiance?
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Is it
So
coming?
what's happening here?
Oh, yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay, all
yes,
right. What do
yes.
we got? What do we got?
Okay, so for chill, what I recommend for ambience is obviously nice, cozy lighting, glowy, very soft at home. In terms of decor, anything that is soft and round and natural that feels good on the hands.
Okay.
So that was the one that's gonna set your mood.
Okay, so the first drink is called I'm Not Your Baby. So before we start sipping that, we're going to elevate the chill mood one step further with our garnish. So walk us through this.
Yeah, so you're gonna help me also with this. So we're gonna torch
Are
the
you sure about
garnish.
this?
Yeah, I know. So it's
Okay.
super easy, and it's like a little, it looks kind of sassy at the end, so it's gonna be beautiful.
Okay.
So
So
we're
what are
gonna
we
get
torching here?
The orange, the dehydrated orange, which
Okay.
is the garnish. So you're gonna press the button here on the side, and then you're gonna go whoop, whoop. And then, mine's not working, obviously.
Do you want to use mine? Did I
Yeah.
already overdo
Yeah,
it?
you're good. You're good.
Oh my
Mine didn't
God,
work,
this
and I
is
do mine.
fun.
There
Do
we
it,
go.
do it.
Yeah, and then
How much
there
do
we
I
go.
torch her?
That's it. A little tan, a little
Little
tan.
tan.
That's it.
Okay.
And
Love
then now
this.
you can put it on your drink, and then you put it on your drink.
top,
Yes. Just like,
Just like that. Right on top, like that? Wow. Like that?
it was more like that, but sure.
Both of us, Mel, I did the same thing. Okay,
But that's
all
it.
right.
Taste
Cheers.
it.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers,
yeah.
everybody. Okay.
Cheers.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, it's
Okay,
really
so tell
nice.
everybody what we're drinking and what
Yes.
makes it chill.
Yeah, so this one is a non-alcoholic aperitivo. So you can find that in most non-alcoholic stores. It has a little bit of blackberry juice and aromatic bitters. So 3 ingredients, done. Yeah, super chill.
Love
Good
that.
start.
Okay, so we're switching our mood from chill to uplift. So let's try to set this new scene.
Okay.
What does uplift look
I don't know.
like?
What is that?
We're right
Okay.
now.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Talk about how we can create an uplifting vibe.
Yes, so now we have changed completely into something vibrant, full of color. In terms of decor, obviously something with texture, lots of patterns. That's how we will set the mood.
Okay, I love it.
Okay, so let's talk about an uplifting drink that you call walnut chai dos leches.
Yes.
What is that?
So, you know, it's inspired by tres leches cake. So I took a leche out, so you just get two.
Okay.
So in this case, is a condensed milk, oat milk, a little bit of cinnamon, nutmeg, and black tea. Yeah, so you get that like caffeine, you know, uplift.
So nice, but it's also like just the right amount of sweetness.
Yeah,
it sort
yeah.
of like feels like it would be really nice for just like a, I don't know, after dinner,
Yeah,
little bit
yeah.
of a sweetness.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's
Before,
good.
during, and after.
right.
I mean,
Yeah, why not?
this is nice. One more sip, and then we're gonna move over because apparently it's party time. It's time to go to the celebration station.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, we're celebrating.
Yeah.
So what do you do to create a celebratory
So
mood?
celebratory is, you want to kind of make it look like a little club at your house, but chill.
are
Like a
talking my
cool
language.
club,
Okay.
like a cool club. So lighting, obviously something vibrant, anything that has sparkle, texture, silver. Obviously my favorite being a disco ball that you could put in the corner and shine some light. So that's how
great.
you celebrate.
Okay, so you call this celebratory drink
Yes.
Granny's fave.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
That's so great. Tell us about
Yes.
this.
So my granny has nothing to do with it. May she rest in peace, abuelita. You know, it's because he uses Granny Smith apples. So that's one of the main ingredients. It's tart. It has a little bit of jalapeno, vanilla. It's quite nice. Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a really fun garnish on here as well,
Yes.
and you say it's really easy to make. How
Yes. So it's like a little apple coin where all you need is either a melon bowler or a spoon. You just go like this. You cut it out, and so you get these little round, like an influencer. And then you cut it like that, and that's it. You get your little.
That
little
is
coin.
so good. This
wow.
is so good.
Yeah. And honestly, you can change the color of the apples too, and it looks like little polka dots.
This is delicious.
It's bright, it's uplifting, it's got
Yes.
a little bit of like tartness. I just
Celebration,
love it.
yeah,
Celebration.
yeah.
Okay, we're changing things
wow.
up for the last time for our final mood. So this is explore. How do you
Yes.
set the scene for
Ooh.
explore?
Yeah, so explore is all about when you're in the mood to discover something new.
Okay,
you know?
always.
Yeah, so the scene will be set with something a little bit more neutral lighting. You want to have a little tidy, clean space where you can experiment. Maybe a nook in the kitchen where you have, you know, your different mixes, your elixirs. So it's just a time for you to explore the flavors.
Okay, we're gonna explore, and this drink is called Uma Melada.
Yes. Ooh, good.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
yes,
Thank you
yes.
very much. What is that?
Yes, so Uma Melada is a twist on a michelada, which is a Mexican cocktail that has beer and different savory elements. For this
it's
one,
like a Caesar.
It tastes like a
yes,
Caesar.
yes.
Whoa.
But non-alcoholic. So this one actually has mushroom broth in it and pickle juice.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
She loves pickle juice.
I see
Yeah.
pickle juice right out of the jar.
Yeah, but there you go. Yes,
Oh my
exactly.
God,
Yes.
this is
It's
amazing.
so
This is so
good.
much classier than that.
Yes,
so much
totally.
classier.
Yeah.
So great.
This has been a beautiful journey. Gabrielle,
Yes.
thank you so
Of
much
course,
for this.
yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All
Thank
the
you.
moods. We want to let you know that Mood Drinks, it is available now. But you know what, studio audience? We're not going to keep this mood to ourselves. You're getting your copy today!
Food and drink have the power to transport us to a different place and time. Smells, tastes can remind us of people and make us feel emotions from our past.
So today, right? Yeah. So today we are actually going to take a trip to the old school soda shops, and here to give us a taste of nostalgia is drink and hospitality expert Christina Vera. Welcome. Nice to have you here, Christina. So Christina, how did the old school soda shops inspire the cocktails that you've brought for us today?
Yeah, so actually a few months ago, I was trying to come up with Valentine's Day specials at my bar. And I wanted something that was a little bit different, something a bit nostalgic, and also like whimsical. Because while we make a lot of serious cocktails, I think sometimes people take themselves too seriously. Yeah. So we're gonna have fun with this one today.
All right, let's start with the fun. We're starting with a classic, one of my favorites, the ice cream float. You guys know that? All right, talk to us, walk us through this one.
All right, so we're gonna be making our twist on like a more adult brown cow. So first, you're gonna take your chocolate syrup.
Okay.
We're gonna drizzle this all throughout. You're gonna squeeze hard.
Okay.
And
Oh,
it
you
can be
weren't
as
joking.
messy
Oh my goodness.
as possible.
Okay, here we go.
Just get on the sides.
Okay.
All right, perfect.
Is that fine?
That's, oh my God, yours is beautiful. Okay. So, so next, that's perfect. All right.
Trust Cynthia to make it sexual.
We have our Smirnoff Spicy Tamarind vodka. So we're gonna have a little bit of spice in it, both chili spice and baking spice. It's a little bit tart too, so we're gonna just throw that into the glass.
Okay, that goes in.
Next, I add some Amaro. This is actually Amaro Montenegro. Amaro is a bit of bitter, so it just helps round it out. We don't want anything to be too sweet.
The whole thing,
about
right?
half of it.
Half of it. Okay, all right, okay.
And now, so in yours, I already put in the bitters, but we're just doing some bitters, it's like bartender seasoning. So a little bit of aromatic bitters by Scrappy's and a little bit of chocolate bitters because we're making it chocolatey.
Okay, and we already have that in ours.
You already have yours in. I tried to make it as easy as possible.
Okay, perfect.
And then we're gonna add in some Mexican Coca-Cola.
Oh, why Mexican?
So it's a little bit less sweet. It's actually made with sugar cane. You're gonna go about halfway.
Okay.
Okay.
It's made with sugar cane instead, and it's a little bit more tart than the Coca-Cola we get up here. Plus, it's in a nice little old school bottle.
Nice.
So now we're gonna ice our drinks. Ice
Okay.
is always very important.
How many cubes are we putting in?
We're gonna almost fill it all the way.
Oh.
Okay, cute.
Okay.
All right,
Is that
we're
enough?
doing it. Yeah.
Do one more.
One more?
Bartenders like well-iced drinks.
We know. We know. Y'all love ice.
Good. So I got some of the spice from that one. All right, so you're gonna take your ice cream, and we're gonna just
And we just plop it on
top
top.
it up.
Okay, here
This
we
is
go.
bringing back childhood memories. Well, except minus the booze. What'd you do? What'd you do?
I lost my ice cream.
Oh no. And lastly, all right, so you're gonna take your Baileys now.
Yeah.
So some Irish cream, not just for coffee, and we're gonna drizzle that on just to make it even richer.
Okay, this
Beautiful.
is a brown cow, right? But are there other cow drinks we can do?
Yeah, you can do all the cows. You can do a purple cow with grape soda.
Oh.
You can do a pink cow with strawberry ice cream. Really, just play around with your ice cream and your soda mixes.
Damn.
Right. Cheers, friends.
This is yeah, this is very fun. Very, very fun.
This is not for the kids. This is
Wow. All right, so on to our next one.
We're doing the phosphate sodas. I've never heard of this before. What's this one?
So phosphate sodas, it doesn't sound very sexy name now, but about 100 years ago, it was a lot cooler in a soda shop. Right now, it's really easy to get things like lemons and limes and all these different citrus fruits. You couldn't get that before, so we would use phosphate acid and would just brighten it up. It's about the same acidity as lime.
Oh, okay. Didn't know
Interesting. Okay, so with this drink, you're sort of taking us on a choose your own adventure. So walk us through this.
All right, so you're gonna do non-alcoholic, you're gonna keep it boozy.
Okay.
All right, so
It's fine.
the first thing is...
She's already dropped her ice cream.
And that's before the booze.
Yeah.
So you have Seed Lip Grow, which has like
Love
some
it.
orange, lemongrass, and ginger notes. You're gonna just put about half, all that in.
okay, all of it.
And then you are gonna use our
one, right?
Empress Gin. It's with rose and elderflower, and some of that color actually comes from black
wow.
carrot. So put that in.
I got the good one, right?
I made you 2 shrubs. So you have a strawberry, raspberry, and spruce tip shrub.
Okay.
Shrubs are like drinking vinegars. And yours is with elderberry, lindenberry, as well as sweet clover oil.
Okay.
So you'll
Put it all in?
Depends how sweet you like it. Half if you like less sweet.
Less sweet.
You don't want me to make your drink, so I got a heavy hand. Okay.
You have your phosphoric acid right here, so it's this here. And
Okay.
if you like it tart, put it all in. If you like it less tart, put in a little bit of half.
Putting it all
to
in.
balance out the sweet. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
You're gonna top it up with your seltzer.
All right.
Give it a nice little stir with your straw.
Hey, I'm stirring up
Oh,
my
it
straw.
looks so
Oh, it's really pretty.
And
Okay.
these are like your kind of like nice sippers that you can do. And you can make a little station at home. It's
This
like
is
very
beautiful.
delicious.
This is good, folks. This is really good.
So good.
All right. We're gonna this drink is so good. All right, but we're gonna end things off with the Lime Ricky. You guys remember that drink? Okay, talk to us about this one, Christina.
All right, so I think people always think of Lime Rickies as this very old school drink. It's often very sweet. It's with lime cordial. I made a lime cordial. I acidified it a bit. I added a bit more citric acid, but you could add something like this acid as well. I added a bit of melon liqueur to make that green pop, a little bit of Blanco vermouth, some vodka, but the fun part is, have you ever had a barbecue, people bring over coolers and you don't know what to do with them? So instead of soda, we use Smirnoff Ice. So it still has all the citrus notes, still has all the bubbles, still has all the fun, and it's just a nice way to lengthen the drink with something you don't expect.
I mean, to me, lime is like it's a perfect citrus for the summer, but are there any other variations you could do for this?
Yeah, so let's say you have grenadine at home, any kind of fruit syrup, you can lean into that. Maybe you do grenadine with like a berry cooler.
Ooh, that's a very cool idea.
So good. Christina, thank you so much for taking us down this trip. Next, down memory lane. So good.
Have you heard of a gator wine or seen people adding grape soda to their red wine? We're always, curious about these viral trends, so today we're going to test them out for ourselves.
And we're also going to get expert tips on how to make proper wine-based cocktails. So please welcome back to the show founder and beverage director of Liquid Culture, Monica Carbonell. Okay, Monica, I'm curious about what you think when you hear about these TikTok trends, like things like mixing Gatorade and grape soda into their wine. Is this like kind of fun, or are you kind of like a little bit like, what are you doing?
Well, okay, so I love the fact that people are getting creative at home, okay? I think that the more that we foster that, that means they're gonna get more confident with bartending themselves. So I love that, but do I love the ingredients that are usually used? Not usually, just because these trends feed off these exaggerated like artificial colors and flavorings because it does so well in the algorithm. Now, wine has historically been in cocktails forever. So think of the French 75, the New York Sour, the Cobbler, Sangria, Curial, the list goes on. So I don't oppose wine being in cocktails. We just gotta do it with a little finesse. That's
do it with the little finesse. I love this, but we're gonna give these TikTok trends a little bit of a test run, see what we think what all the hype is about. And we're starting with one made famous when YouTube star Binging with Babish reviewed it. So I'm equally, I'm not horrified, I'm intrigued.
This is the Gator wine. This is Gator wine.
This is the Gator wine, and it's quite simple. It's equal portions of, and we're just gonna pour this all together, okay? So it has to be a cheap red wine, so they categorize it as under $12.
Okay.
And then specifically the Gatorade light blue glacier freeze, because it has the berry and citrus notes.
Okay.
Now, I haven't tried this, so let's have some fun.
This is your first time too.
Yeah.
Are we stirring it, or are we we're just gonna go for it,
We're just gonna go
guys.
for it. Okay, cheers. Let's
Oh my God.
I don't understand it. This is weird. It's bad in both directions, but you tell me, you're the wine expert.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. It's okay. It's okay. What do you think, Jess?
I'm undecided.
Yeah, I know. Like, I kind of like it.
It's horrible. Our next cocktail was created by a chef and food writer in New York, Alyssa Fitzgerald, who wrote a piece for the food site The Kitchen, explaining why we should be adding grape soda to red wine.
So this one, it kind of makes sense.
Yes.
In a stretch. So she didn't love sangrias because it always tastes like watered down fruit punch. But there's this iconic red wine cocktail that's called the Calamachu, and it's don't get grossed out. It's a mixture of equal portions red cola and red wine. Again, it has to be a cheap varietal. So we're gonna build it.
Is it Spanish?
Yeah, it's from the Spanish Basque region.
Right. Okay.
So what you do, because she had a can of grape soda, now she loves it. So we're gonna pour halfway into our glass with the red wine, okay? Then we top it off with our grape soda.
Oh my God, I haven't had grape soda since I was a kid.
I had a hard time looking for it. So we top it up.
So we're topping it up.
Hold on.
So good.
It's a punch in the face.
And then you got the lemon. Okay, don't forget the lemon.
This
is the game changer.
Okay.
But she said it kind of reminded her of Lambrusco, which that made sense. You know what I mean? So let's give it a try.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like I should have done this with the blindfold on. Because when I separate, I'm not mad about this one.
I'm not mad as this. It is Lambrusco is like a sparkling red from northern Italy,
yeah.
And it's really delicious. This is very similar, but maybe sweeter.
Yeah, no, it works. I'm not hating
I wouldn't be mad if it was summer and I was having a outside.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Guys, we tried something.
We had a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so now
we're gonna get your professional ideas in using wine to make different, simple, unique, though, cocktails. So you first created this idea for an ice wine julep. Do tell.
Yeah, so to be honest, I know ice wine isn't typical in a lot of cocktails, but I actually love it because there's a lot of elements that it has. It has the tannins, it has the acidity, it has the sweetness. So you're incorporating all these ingredients to make a very minimal, easy cocktail. And that's why I'm doing a julep, which I'm calling the Kentucky Ice Age.
Okay.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah. So with this, it's so simple. You get a julep tin, you muddle some mint and lemon peel,
Okay.
and then you're adding the bourbon, which for me, this bourbon is phenomenal. It's my new favorite bourbon without a doubt because it's just so bright and fresh.
What is this bourbon?
It's Jefferson's.
This is so nice.
Right?
It's so delicious.
Okay, but let's talk about the ice wine.
Yeah.
Ice wine is from Henry Pelham, and we have to go Niagara because ice wine Niagara is a thing. And I love that it's a Riesling base because it has the citrus and nutty notes that really complement this. Now, a julep is a julep only if you use crushed ice. So make sure you're using crushed ice.
Okay.
And then that dusting on top is for a snow effect.
Oh, I
This
love
is a
that.
delightful
This
drink,
is really,
right?
and I'm not a fan. I hear ice wine and I'm a little bit turned off, but this put together is really nice.
It's that sweetener component you need to complete and balance a cocktail.
And that's a great way to use up ice wine that sometimes you get as a gift.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
when you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, what do I do with it?
It does. 'Cause it often is given as a gift and it sits in the house. People don't know what to do with it. So is there any other suggestions that you would have about how we could incorporate ice wine into a cocktail?
Appletinis. Switch out the, and then use apple soju. Oh my God, it's amazing. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so white wine martinis are currently having a moment, and I'm not mad about that. So that's what we're sampling next. So why do you think this is something people are getting into right now?
Because it's so delicious.
It's that simple.
It is that simple. I can't believe I haven't been on it. But anyway, so basically you substitute the white wine with vermouth. Now this is for your traditional
so instead
martini.
of vermouth, you're adding white
but
wine.
there is a ratio difference, okay?
So it's gin or vodka? Yeah, tell us, break us down.
So I did a Vesper because
Okay.
I personally love a Vesper, which combines both vodka and gin.
Okay.
And then the white wine I'm using is a Sauvignon Blanc from South Africa, which is called Arniston Bay. If you're not on South African wines, you need to. It's so great. There's great value and product. What do you think? Honestly,
This is lovely.
I'm not mad about this at all. I love it. I would like a little bit of an olive in it. That's my way
That's
of
why
doing
I made it
you
so
know?
that you can build it exactly how you want.
So nice.
And so, like the other ingredients I'm using the Stoli Elite, which I love this vodka for a premium selection. It's delicious. You wanna. A London dry gin is great, but this one's quite nice because it has that ginger and lime component. And then the Luxardo maraschino liqueur, I just tie that in for a little bit of texture and body. You just need a drop. And I'm telling you, it's my favorite martini now.
Okay, so
my
would you
gosh.
can you use any other Sauvignon Blanc, or do you really like this particular South African blend?
I love it because also in terms of where it's placed in the world, that region is great for Sauvignon Blancs. But in terms of other wines that you can use, you can do a lot of aromatic wines like a Riesling or Gewürztraminer. I wouldn't do a Pinot Grigio, it won't lean much to it. But if you like your martinis dirty, like you said.
I do.
Get a buttery California Chard.
Okay.
It's just gonna marry all those flavors together nice.
Okay.
Loves it.
Okay, so for our last drink, you're using bubbly in this sparkling fizz cocktail. It looks really, really like you should have this by a fire. Tell us about this.
So think of this as a spritz, but it's lower in alcohol, it's brighter, it's more refreshing. You know those people who don't like to have sugar in their cocktails? This is it, okay? This is what you have.
That's me.
So, yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
So for me, what I love about this is you can accommodate to any season. So say it's springtime, you have...
Sorry.
Say it's springtime, you can use cucumber, melon, mint, basil. But here, for this season, I wanted to use the blood orange, a little bit of apple, some cinnamon, some pomegranate. So you can just layer it to however you like. So yeah, it's one of my personal favorites.
What type of sparkling wine are we using in this guy?
So in this one, I do recommend just using the one that you love, okay? So if you like a drier style, if you like a sweeter a sparkling wine, that's fine. But I had to showcase one of my favorite brands is bringing their sparkling. It's Koki. It's Koki Brew. Yeah, yeah. They are great.
Out of town.
Yeah, their sparkling is now on Ontario shelves, so I got super excited.
Where's
it's
it
super
from?
bright. It's Italian.
It's Italian.
It's from Piemonte, from the area that makes all the brunette, the Barolos,
and the
they make an
vermouth.
incredible red vermouth. Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I knew you would like this. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I gotta wrap it